Plushie skins are some of the most rare and premium skins you can get in TDS. They're also the only skins you cannot get through regular means in TDS. To get them, you have to spend real money on the official Paradoxium Games website in order a plushie. Because of this, to get all of these skins, you have to pay nearly $500. But luckily for you, I've gotten my hands on every single plush skin today, and we will be reviewing and ranking all of them. But before we get into that, I want to ask you guys to please like and subscribe. It helps me and my channel out a lot, and takes only seconds to do. It's possible some of you have also never heard of a tier list before, so let me break it down for you. A tier list is a list with multiple tiers, with S or A being the highest and F being the lowest. But why stop at F? Well, pretty much imagine it's the same concept as school grades. With that out of the way, let's get into C tier, which will be my least favorite plush skins. This doesn't mean that these skins are bad, they're just my least favorite overall. Also, there's lower tiers on this specific tier list, but I personally don't think there's any plush skins that are so bad to the point where they're F tier or complete garbage. The lowest skin on this list is Plushie Scout. This is your basic Scout skin with a very regular Scout upgrade path as the upgrades go along. Gloves at level 1, earphones and glasses at level 2, vest at level 3. It's very traditional and pays homage to the original Scout design. Scout is supposed to be a very basic tower, and that's why this skin is so low on the list. There's not much depth going on with this skin. It doesn't look bad, but I kinda wish it got new guns or better stage progression overall that made it stand out more. The next skin on the list is the Plush Minigunner, which is a very similar fate to the Scout Plush. It's a very traditional skin that follows hand in hand with the basic design for the Minigunner, although I do really like some of the models on the skin, specifically the mask and goggles, and the reflective bullets going along the chest is a great touch. Probably what pushes this skin lower on the list is a fatal flaw it has, which is that the only hitbox on the tower is the head. Clicking anywhere else on this skin doesn't allow you to select it, so it's hard to micro and upgrade it if there's a large amount or if you're in a live or die situation. The last tower in the C tier category is the Plush Engineer. Up until this point, I feel like the Plush Minigunner and Scout had very basic designs but had really nice models. I can't say the same about the Plush Engineer. It feels very rushed compared to the other two. Most notably, the hair looks sloppy and some of the models just look off. It does have custom sentries, which is a plus, but I wish there was more going into the skin that made it worth going back to. It has a large competition with some of the other engineer skins that are way more interesting. Moving into the B tier, we only have one skin, and it's actually the newest. Plushie Pyromancer lives in the B tier alone, and I actually do really like this skin, but it has the same problem that all the skins had before it. It was very closely to its already established design, so it can't branch off and change that much. What I do really like about this skin is the custom flame effect it has, which makes me want to think more Pyromancer skins in the future will have unique effects like this one. A tier is the second to last tier on this list, so let's get right into it. This tier has 5 skins, starting with the Plushie Commander. Ah yes, the first ever plush skin. Plush Commander is actually already 2 years old and is aging pretty well. It wasn't upgraded or redone when the Commander got reworked earlier this year, so it's missing some key details like its eye patch and some custom clothing. About the actual skin itself, it has that same basic upgrade path as Commander, but the actual animation and color palette of the skin make me put it this high. But it does have its flaws, most notably how the upgrade progression is really just color changes and it only gets some new glasses as an actual new model on the skin when you upgrade it. Another thing that hurts this skin is how it has no unique APC vehicles when it uses its ability. I would love to see the plushie animation style and unique explosion effects on these APCs. For how iconic and important Commander is to TDS, I wish they handled this plushie skin a little bit better, but it still looks clean and well rounded. So this next skin, it's not exactly a plushie skin, but the way you get it is the exact same. This is the Umbra Commander skin. I wanted to include it just because I feel like this skin doesn't get too much appreciation, and it's really cool to have the Umbra herself as a tower. Umbra Commander is a modern skin, so they were willing to take some bigger changes onto its upgrades. Follows closely with her appearance in the Lunar Overture event. Sorry, that event has permanent roots in my soul. I can't talk about it without. The early stages mimic her design when she was still immortal, before the God Cube corrupted her, until we reach level 3, where it takes on a partly corrupted design with the face being slightly covered and one of the eyes turning into a glowing yellow color, along with some lightweight armor on her arms and neck area. Stage is probably the best part of this skin. Every single accessory gets an overhaul, and sorry, that's another very traumatic update, my bad. It gets some very nice textured armor all around, and some really clean looking armor pieces as well. This skin really makes me want to see the Solar Eclipse event return with fresh new models and designs. I'd love to see what the new developers could do with their more advanced tools and skills. The next two skins are the Plushie Accelerator and the Plushie Cowboy. I don't think much needs to be said about them. Models are honestly perfect and exactly what I want to see in a plushie adaptation. The only thing that holds them back for me is that there's better options for skins for these towers. Would you use these skins just because they're rare plushie skins, or would you use them just because they're your actual favorite skins? That's kind of a hot take, but I'm just curious what you guys think. The last skin in A tier is the Plushie Golden Minigunner. Yes, for some reason the developers decided to make a plushie skin for a golden tower, so it's a skin for skin. Weird, right? What I like most about this skin is how they adapted the plush texturing and its design to a tower that has already a lot of mechanical and complex metal parts. Specifically how they made the goggles, buttons, or how the stitching texture is incorporated throughout the entire tower's max stage. We finally made it to S tier, which is the highest possible ranking on this list, so let's get into it. My third favorite skin on this list is the Plushie Trapper. This skin has a lot of personality with the animations and even has its own custom traps. I feel like they nailed the entire plushie theme with this skin and went beyond with adding custom traps throughout the stages. The color scheme fits very well with the plushie skin too. There's not much to say besides this skin is super clean and I love the upgrade progression and the excellent use of colors all around. Now we only have 2 skins left and honestly this one was a pretty hard choice. But I think my least favorite out of these two is going to have to be the Patient Zero Accelerator skin. The skin has a lot of personality put into it too, having a huge purple mechanical arm, a huge complex backpack, and a more mutated and robotic type of design. Specifically, Max Stage gets this corrupted vibe, with a god cube in the center of its chest, half of its face being rotted away, showing his skull, which has turned a purple color, and some veins showing on the main mechanical arm now. It's also hard to see, but the entire shirt is ripped off at Max Stage. You can see the bare chest and skin, which has also turned purple due to the corruption. This is a fantastic skin, but I really wish it had the actual plushie design that the other skins have. I gave the Umbra a pass because I feel like it was designed more to be based off the Lunar Overture appearance, and there already is a plushie Umbra in the Pizza Party game mode. And because of this, I put this skin in second place. But the best plushie skin out of all of them has to be the DJ plushie. This skin probably has the most personality and originality between all of the plushie skins, with a very bouncy and cartoonish animation for its early stages. This is also the only plushie skin that has a brand new design. It doesn't try to mimic the base DJ tower, but instead branches off and does something completely different, like having very stylish clothing with this red vest and these orange shades. When I think of plushie, I think of this skin. It checks all the boxes I want to see in a plushie skin. Level 4 and Max are probably the best stages on this skin. I love the vinyl records and the microphone level 4 gets on the backpack, along with the very colorful turntable. Max Stage also gets a massive speaker system that it sits on, which is definitely a reference to that other game. So, this is what it looks like at the end. This is what all of my placements look like at the end. I'm curious if you guys disagree or agree with any of my placements. If you don't have anything to say about that, comment down below what tower you want to see turned into a plushie next. While you're down there, also drop a like, subscribe, join my Discord, it helps it out, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.